tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do your eyebrows on a budget. You know, a lot of times, you know, you see tutorials out there on YouTube or whatever, and they use like these expensive products. And you know, you want your eyebrows to be on fleek, but you don't want to spend all that money, right? So I'm going to show you how to get your eyebrows on fleek today. And all the products that I'm going to be using are all under $5. Yes, $5. You can't beat it, right? I think a lot of times that people think that if a product is more expensive, it's going to be better. But that isn't, you know, always the case. You know, more expensive doesn't always mean, you know, better. So I'm going to show you how to do it on a dime. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need is a little spoolie. You can get these anywhere. I mean, a spoolie is a spoolie. I mean, you can get this for like $1. Okay, one important thing that you also want to keep in mind is that you want to make sure that your brows are nice and groomed. And so, like, if you have any, you know, hairs that need to be plucked or, you know, anything like that, you want to go ahead and, you know, take care of that first. Okay, so you're going to get your brush, and then you're just going to, you know, brush the hairs up. And then knock over to the side just a little bit. Okay. This is important because you don't want your brows, you know, all over the place when you're trying to fill them in. Okay, the next thing that you're going to need is a brown brow pencil. Okay, one thing that you do not want to do is get black. Run from black, okay? It's going to make your eyebrows look way too dark, okay? I want to use my NYC brow pencil to do this tutorial, but I was looking for it when I did my makeup this morning, and yeah, it was gone. Like, it was like only a nub left. So it goes to show that, I mean, I use it all the time. So I was like, well, you know what? I can run to Walmart real quick to pick it up. But I was like, you know what? No. I'm talking about, you know, makeup on a budget. And everyone knows that when you go to Walmart, you don't just, you know, go in to get one thing and come out. No, you're going to spend, you know, at least $20 if you're trying to pick something up that's $1. So the NYC one that I usually use is it's only 94 cents. I mean, you can't beat it, okay? So if you want to pick that up, it's only 94 cents, and the color is dark brown, okay? Okay, so today I'm going to be using this, this one's by Covergirl, and it is the Brow and Eye Maker. So, you know, I really like these because, you know, the color's going to stay on. It's not going to smear or nothing like that. The NYC one, it'll do the same thing too. When my husband, when I started using these things, like, my husband was like thrilled, right? Because at first I was using, you know, the MAC brow pencils, and y'all know, if y'all ever tried those MAC ones, I mean, they're really, really nice, but them things are expensive, and you really don't get a whole lot of product in it. Our marriage rocks, and I wanted to continue to rock, so I made a very wise decision, and I saved my husband like lots of money by using this one, okay? All right, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to get the pencil, make sure it's kind of sharp, right? You're just going to follow the natural line of your eyebrow. Okay, so you just want to do nice, soft strokes, okay? Because you don't want a harsh line. We're not drawing them on, we're filling them in, okay? All right, so you just want to follow that line. And then we'll do the same thing to the top. Start right here and work my way up. Okay, whenever you get up here to the top, you want to kind of go up a little bit and curve it so you have a nice arch. So you just want to fill them in. Okay. So the strokes that I'm doing is kind of like giving off the impression that, you know, they're like little hairs growing in. And that's the look that you want. Okay, just going to fill that in. Okay, and then, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go in with concealer to clean this up just a little bit. So once you have it looking halfway decent, you want to get your little spoolie again, and then you want to just brush the product in just a little bit more. Then I'm going to go in with my LA Pro Girl concealer. Like, I live by this concealer, and it's only like $2.99. You can get it at just about any beauty supply store. So for the longest, I was using my MAC Pro Longwear. I mean, I still like it, but like 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go to this one. I like how the finish is. It's real smooth, and the coverage builds up really nicely too. So I use it under my eye most of the time for highlight, but today I'm going to use it for my brows. Okay, so you're just going to get just a little bit because you don't need very much. So this is an e.l.f. brush that I picked up from Walmart, and guess how much it was, guys? $1. Like, I use this brush every single day. First, I like to do the bottom of my brow. So you just want to go under and just clean up, any kind of mess that you created. Trying to fill them in. Okay, like I said, you don't need a whole lot. Okay. Then you want to go to the top and do the very same thing. And I like my tail to be nice and crisp. So I'm going to just go over this like real nicely to make this point nice and clean. Okay, and then so you want to go in with that brush and make sure that you really, smooth out that concealer. Because you don't want to have like this little, this white, like filmy, shadow like right there. I mean, some people like it, but yeah, I think it looks better without it, okay? So you just want to make sure you blend all that out. Okay, and then this is really, really important. Some people just leave it just like that. But if you want your brows to look natural, you want to, get your brush. You don't have to put any more product on it because there's still some left over. And just kind of blend the front of the brow out, just a little bit. Okay? All right, so then you want to go back in with your spoolie and brush those hairs up again. You want it to look as natural as possible. You want it like, you drew some brows on. Right. And so then too, like, I like to get the spoolie and kind of, brush this little piece up right here. It makes a huge difference, guys. A big difference. Okay. Your brows are not going to be perfect. I mean, they're not twins. I always say that. They're not twins. I mean, but you want to make sure that they kind of look like they're related, all right? You don't want to be looking, one eyebrow straight and then one has an arch. Make sure they, you get them as close as possible. But, don't worry if they're not perfect. And then for the very last step, I'm going to go in with this, this e.l.f. This is brow gel, and the other end has like some clear mascara. You want to get the brow gel. And just want to set your brows so that your brows stay in place. Okay, and that's it, guys. So it goes to show that you don't have to spend, lots of money to achieve a really good brow. All the products that I used today were under $5, and you can get all of them at Walmart.